It's that time, America. What goes up must wipe out.
Red ball right now! Now!
And wipe out they will, as 24 competitors fall headlong into a battle for $50,000 on the world's largest and most extraordinary obstacle course. We'll see magnificent falls, sensational tumbles, and astonishing spills. Only our mightiest four will advance to the most challenging obstacle course of all, the Wipeout Zone. The epic competition begins now. One will become a champion, but all will wipe out.
It's like getting kicked by a horse.
Hello, America, and welcome to Wipeout. I'm John Anderson, here as always with the supremely gifted John Henson.
Congratulations on your viewing choice, and prepare yourself for the most fun a person can legally have in this time slot.
What happens if they don't prepare themselves?
My Nana laughed so hard she had to re-cushion the couch.
Moving on. 24 contestants are ready to take on the biggest, craziest obstacle course ever assembled. And you know what's going to happen at the end, Johnny? One will walk away with a lot of cash.
By a lot, do you mean $50,000?
That's exactly what I mean. Let's get started by checking out this week's qualifier. It starts with the fence flappers.
It ain't your grandma's white picket fence.
Next, it's the sucker punch.
Punching people since 2008.
The trip through the big balls, plus the motivator.
Hello, old friends.
After that, not just the shake-a-lator, the foamy shake-a-lator.
Made with real non-dairy creamer.
And we finish it all off with the shapeshifter.
It's in fine form today, Johnny.
As always, the 12 fastest competitors will advance to our next round.
All right, let's go down to our first contestant, Aubrey Siebert.
Jesus! Mercy and grace, baby! Mercy and grace! Woo! I made it!
Huh. Jesus, Mercy, and Grace. Must be her kids.
I know a way to find out. Let's turn it over to the third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner.
Aubrey, what do you do? I'm the children's secretary for our ministry at Grace Community Church.
So you're like you're a church lady.
Yeah, totally.
So are you doing this for the Lord today?
Absolutely. Completely, totally. Silly Cristo baby. Woo!
I want to go to church with all the tall blonde cheerleaders.
Let's see if she has a prayer on our qualifier.
She's on a mission from God.
The first stunt is the fence flappers. Object here, avoid the flappers.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We do too, Aubrey. On the 8th day, God created fence flappers, and it was good.
I love it, I need it.
Well, there's plenty of it.
That's great, Johnny, because we have designed the course so you get to face the fence flappers twice.
No, you go, church lady. This is amazing. The Bible lady got thumped. I love it, John. I want more.
Don't worry, lots more contestants coming on the fence flappers, but first Aubrey's over there at the sucker punch.
Yea, though she walks through the valley of fists, she fears no evil. Or mud. She has been touched by the hand of Wipeout.
Oh, dear Lord.
Mercy. Mercy and grace.
Not sure if the big balls are going to show her any mercy, but let's see how she does with the grace.
Oh, not so great.
Yeah, she took a leap of faith and got shaken.
Well, there's more where that came from. Aubrey, up to the shake-a-lator.
Shake my butt.
Oh, she's a shaker. Hey, that's $1 in the swear jar and 5 Hail Marys.
She successfully jumps onto the shake-a-lator, though, John.
Well, isn't that special?
It is special, John. Moving right through the shake-a-lator like it's nothing. Church lady getting to her feet now.
Holy of holies!
My Lord.
Mercy and grace and knees to the face. That was awesome.
Well, Aubrey has made it to our final obstacle, the shapeshifter. She has to jump on the trampoline, fly through one of the shapes, land on the final platform.
Yeah, it'll take a miracle, but as always, if she wipes out, she'll be paddling to that finish spot.
Never a fiery chariot when you need one. Church lady on the shapeshifter.
Oh, I think that cracked her halo. Well, the air is human, but to wipe out, divine.
Aubrey comes in with a time of 5 minutes, 12 seconds.
Well, from the church lady to... Holy cow, is that Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds?
That is Eddie Moten Jr.
Eddie, what'd you do with the $50,000?
Well, honestly, I would invest it towards my comic book.
Are you like the main character?
The main character is based off of me.
Yeah, what's he called?
Jordan Baker, AKA the Dragon.
The Dragon. Rawr. I think that's more of a tiger. Wait a minute, what does a dragon do?
I don't know, maybe that's too much like a fairy. We'll just go,
It's like a fairy dragon.
watch out, because I am one fierce dragon. Smooches.
Wow, that is one fierce dragon I would not like to meet in a dark alley.
Fierce Dragon Eddie spreading his wings on his way to the fence flappers.
Can dragons fly, John?
Oh, yes, they can fly.
I don't see how the fence flappers could be any better. Oh, I was wrong. Unbelievable. Take a look at that again. There's only one word to describe this, Johnny.
Smooches.
Yeah, smooches.
I'm guessing the sucker punch is gonna pop-o Eddie in the kisser too, John. Ooh, takes 2 shots to the head and goes down.
Sucker punch trying to knock the glamour right off of Eddie's face.
Still looking glamorous, baby.
But no dice.
And if mythology has taught us nothing else, John, we know that dragons are hard to defeat. Oh, look at Eddie's going across the big balls. Oh, our big balls of fire finally slay the dragon.
Man, I think he is tough, the magic dragon.
Fierce dragon, John.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Fierce dragon. As always, Eddie. Whoa, who's that?
That's 32-year-old salesman Edison Romeo.
I'm supposed to jump on that?
I got this, Johnny. Hand me the megaphone.
Yes.
It's gonna fly me over there?
Yeah. I mean, I hope so.
Man, I hope so too, man.
Come on, you can do it, Edison.
The physics.
Oh, boy.
And all this other mathematical stuff.
Edison's thinking, John. He's waiting for a light bulb.
I'm 300 pounds. I jump. That gonna propel me?
Of course, it'll work exactly how it was designed to. You have nothing to worry about. Just go.
All right.
Oh, holy marvel of modern engineering.
It's just like you told him, Johnny. The shapeshifter working exactly as it was designed.
That was good.
No, that was great.
I told you.
No, I told you. John, I want to see more fence fly. Oh, dear Lord, look at the shape of that woman's head.
This is Jacqueline Deckelman, Johnny, and she's a cheesehead. It's a football thing.
Oh, Manchego, that was rough. The fence flappers knocked Jacqueline's cheesehead clear off.
She's not alone, Johnny. The fence flappers have been shredding everybody in their path today.
Oh, I think this is the most delicious obstacle ever.
I hate you.
Oh, come on. What's there to hate?
Oh, the stunt is spectacular.
Ooh, it's just like
You're getting kicked by a horse.
my thoughts exactly. Who's this, Johnny?
This is Leanne Thompson.
What do you have on your shirt here?
I live to farm because I just love farming. I major in fruit science and just something about it I just am in love with.
What's your favorite fruit?
Well, right now I like spinach.
Spinach? I think she missed some classes.
Spinach? Yeah.
I don't think she's going to an accredited fruit college.
Now let's plow ahead and watch the fruit farmer on the shapeshifter.
Some good old farm work.
Farm work? What are they teaching at that fruit college?
Well, it's kind of a party school.
Whoa, she almost made it through, Johnny. So close.
She did, but it turned her into a spinach compote.
Did you go to a fruit college, too?
I took some classes at a satellite campus online.
Well, Leanne graduates with a time of 3:17.
From farmer to rancher, who's the cowboy, Johnny?
That's 19-year-old Andrew Sherman. He's actually a theme park performer.
He's a cowboy, John. I see that.
Oh, well, this cowboy's gonna have to mend those fences and possibly his pride.
But if anybody's gonna tame those fence flappers, it's gonna be this cowboy.
Oh, John, how come everybody thinks they got it at this point?
I don't know. I don't care. I just love it.
Well, let's see if this cowboy can break our wild sucker punch wall.
Oh, the sucker punch wall breaks in, and our cowboy gets branded.
I can take this. I can do this. I got this.
Ride him, cowboy.
Oh, Johnny, Andrew almost rode right across our big balls.
I bet he can ride anything. Bulls, broncos.
He actually rides a unicycle.
Cool. He's a cowboy, and on a wheeled horse he rides.
Well, we definitely have a giant wheel for him then. Let's see if he can saddle up the shapeshifter.
Cowboy up. Oh, cowboy down. The shapeshifter just turned our cowboy into a cow man.
Yeah, but Andrew still lassos a great time, 2:48.
Finish. Yes. Holy cow.
Whoa, settle down, girl.
I suspect I know, but I'll ask anyway. What's with the horse on a stick?
Oh, I'm gonna be a cowboy, John. Buttermilk here is my training horse. You want to pet her?
No thanks, partner.
Want to feed her an apple?
Don't want to feed her an apple. Let's just move on, huh? Welcome back to Wipeout, where our qualifier is doing its dirty job of knocking our field of contestants down from 24 to 12.
All right, let's waste no time and get right down to our next contestant, 19-year-old Pete Monazingo.
This is for you, Zac Efron. Woo! Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Jill, what is he talking about? And can we get him to stop?
You know what I love, Pete?
What's that?
I love musicals.
Don't get me started.
What do you mean, don't get you started?
I like High School Musical. I have to admit, I'm a guy and I like High School Musical.
Well, speaking of High School Musical, heads up, Pete.
What's up? This is Wipeout. I'm gonna win the game. The big balls are mine. Let's bring it on! Woo! That's my musical!
Hey, Zac Efron, I think you're out of a job.
Now, I think Zach's got a lot of good years left in him. Look at me. I was a teen heartthrob, and I haven't changed much over the years.
Let's just see how Pete does on the fence flappers.
Oh! After a hit like that, I'm gonna call him Smack Efron.
Don't suppose Smack Efron is a candidate to get beat up on the sucker punch, do you?
He takes a punch, but keeps going, Johnny. This kid has got it. He's going places.
He's going straight to the big balls, actually.
I know it. And it should be easy for him. Think about it. They're just like giant red basketballs.
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, look at this. He's hanging on. Oh, my gosh. If he can get himself up in that third ball, he's got a great shot to make it across.
Pete onto the fourth ball now, and he makes it across the big balls. No, Efron, way!
Pete smashes into that third ball, but makes an amazing recovery.
This teen heartthrob really handling this run well. It's like when Scott Baio parlayed the success of Charles in Charge into... Oh, wait.
Pete makes his way onto the shake-a-later. See ya.
Pete's talent on this course makes me believe in impossibilities. Like a math and a star point guard falling in love in a musical.
Now Smack's got a date with the shapeshifter.
Oh, Smack Efron keeping true to his name as he plows into the shapeshifter. But I give him an A for Efron.
A spectacular time, though. 3:14. Pete has a great shot at an encore. Let's return to the start of the course, John, where 22-year-old Janelle Tierney is about to take on the fence flappers.
Wow, that's a new approach. Oh, well, you know, you gotta crawl before you can walk. Or, in this case, fly.
As for walking on all fours, Janelle wants to donate part of her winnings to abolish animal cruelty.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
You're
well,
not?
Kind of. I eat fish and chicken.
So you want to abolish animal cruelty except for chicken and fish, right?
Yes.
Because she doesn't like chickens.
We used to have chickens on my ranch.
Oh, so you've killed them before. You just kind of...
turkey.
Wait a minute. So now, hold on. Now I'm getting a whole different thing. So you kill turkeys, chickens, fish, and...
Cows.
Cows? Okay, there's another one you kill. I think you actually support animal cruelty.
No.
Only for the ugly ones. I think the cute ones like dogs and ponies are safe.
Let's see how this animal cruelty lover does in the big balls.
Oh, I think our big balls saw her on a petting zoo wanted poster. They spun her off like a rotisserie chicken.
Chicken. You're making me hungry. She's onto the foamy shake-a-later now, Johnny, which we'd like to proudly point out was not tested on animals.
No, we just used contestants, like Janelle.
Well, looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah, that foam mohawk makes it look like a rooster.
Oh, she just got served up herself.
Oh, God.
Hey, is a church lady back?
No, that's 22-year-old ballet dancer Carrie Carlton on her way for a pas de deux with the shapeshifter.
Oh, man.
Wasting little time.
Oh!
Not so graceful, Carrie. Not so graceful.
Graceful? Jill, she's like a swan.
Swan? Not seeing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like human origami.
Oh, yeah. Now at the sucker punch is 30-year-old Patrick Ernest.
30? Look at that baby face. This guy looks like he's 12. Is he even old enough to ride the ride?
Well, he better be, otherwise we're going to hear from his lawyer. Let's hear from Jill. I'm sure she's covered all of this.
Patrick, what do you do?
I'm a lawyer,
Aw, is that what you want to be when you grow up?
but I am grown up.
Wait a minute, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Aw, you're so cute. I used to do that too when I was young.
You're so cute, Patrick. You look like a squishy bear.
Well, our barely legal lawyer is at the shapeshifter now, and this thing baby's nobody.
Oh, that was some rough justice, John. You know, the shapeshifter's word is law, and these contestants, they need to respect it.
Oh, John, I'm pretty sure that's illegal in all 50 states.
Oh!
And Canada.
Whoops. You know, the shapeshifter's tough, but fair. Oh. All right. Maybe it's just tough. Oh, totally.
Let's move on to the final contestant of the day, shall we? Burton Hendrickson.
Yeah, local 250 all the way.
Oh, local 250, what's that?
Yeah, Jill, little local 250 help.
Burton, what do you do?
I'm air conditioning repair, local 250.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch.
You're a union man.
Yes, ma'am.
$50,000. What are you gonna do with money?
I'm gonna get my ex-girlfriend's name lasered off my butt.
Yes. Classy.
Can we see it?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Say no,
Oh, yeah.
Jill. No, no.
There it is.
No.
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That was awkward.
Awkward doesn't even begin to describe what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, sometimes it's best not to look for the union label. But look at Burton on the shapeshifter. He might be riding himself here. Oh my gosh, Johnny, the union man has a great chance to get through our shapeshifter.
Okay, he's gonna do this. He is gonna do this. Burton is gonna be our first contestant to make it on the platform.
Oh, good call, Jill. This union man hangs in there until he gets better terms and conditions. Union yes, Johnny. Union yes.
So Burton Hendrickson will be moving on, along with Pierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Leanne the Fruit Farmer Thompson, and Andrew the Cowboy Sherman.
Also moving on are Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, animal cruelty lover Jonelle Tierney, and barely legal lawyer Patrick Ernest.
We are back on Wipeout, and thanks to the excellent work of our qualifier, we're down to a dozen contestants, John.
Among our remaining contestants, Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, Cowboy Andrew Sherman, Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, ballet dancer Carrie Carlton, and Burton the Union Man Hendrickson. You know, much like Zac Efron, I too understand the pressures of being a teenage heartthrob.
You're not even a teenager.
John, I'm a young man at heart. You know what I'm saying? I love going to drive-ins, playing the yo-yo, doing the twist, all that good
Think
stuff.
you proved my point, thanks.
I'll prove your point. Never mind, what's the next newfangled contraption?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. It's called the double cross. Our 12 contestants begin on a 10-foot-high starting platform as 4 planks move in a circular motion. Contestants must jump on one of the 3 green planks, exit off the 1 red plank to the unstable table on the other side.
But step lively, because in their way are 4 sweeper arms swinging around in the opposite direction.
If they wipe out, they have to get up, start the whole thing over. It is a single heat, and the first 6 to make it across move on to the next round.
And if that wasn't hard enough for you, John, this week we've added foam, and I have it on good authority, we have at least another surprise for our contestants.
Well, no need to wait then, shall we? Let's jump to it. These contestants are working together like a well-oiled machine, John.
This is about to be a train wreck.
It sure will. That's why it's impossible to look away. And that's the horn telling us this train wreck is underway.
Andrew, our cowboy, is the first contestant to gallop onto the double cross. Straight down the red plank, 1 step ahead of the unstable table. Hello, next round. That's unbelievable.
Well, it's just pioneer spirit, John.
Yes! So that means immediately we have 1 spot filled and 5 left for the others.
Get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, girl.
That's ballerina Carrie and Fierce Dragon Eddie, who have made it onto the bars of the double cross. Nice adjustment, using the planks to help boost himself up.
Wonder why I didn't just use those dragon wings. Oh, double cross knocks Smack Efron's foot loose.
Where's the end?
I love surprises.
Really?
Yes, really, but our ballerina is pointed to the finish. Oh, somersaults in.
Double cross sends ballerina Carrie into our swan lake.
5 spots remain open. Our double X's are just Xing out the contestants. Fierce Dragon is headed to the finish, knocked off the plank, but holding onto that bar. Oh, snuffed out.
But Burton the Union Man has made it to the middle, and barely legal lawyer Patrick has passed the bar. And so has Janelle, the ravenous animal cruelty activist supporter of something. Guess that bar is as slippery as her loyalties.
Union Man is up and headed for the finish.
Oh,
take another
man.
look.
The unstable table acts as our own personal union buster. Better call Workman's Comp. Good thing Doogie Howser's in the area.
Darn it, John, he's a lawyer, not a doctor. Leanne, the fruit farmer's up and completely invades our barely legal lawyer's privacy.
Careful, he's barely legal.
Oh, barely legal lawyer has finally made it to the middle.
Oh, I hope he doesn't slap the geyser with a harassment suit.
He's finally removed the training wheels and headed down the red plank.
Oh, and the double cross-examines him.
Smack Efron has got his head in the game, and he's made it to the center.
What's going on? You're going in a circle. Step ball change music, man.
Union Man is on and reaches the middle. Our guys are an equal opportunity sprayer. Smack Efron headed down the red plank, over the bar, again.
Oh, he is bruised by the plank.
Union Man headed for the finish. Yes, he grabs the 2nd spot and is moving on. Fierce Dragon is on and swoops to the center. Regains his footing there, starts down the red plank.
Oh, that wipeout was fierce. Animal cruelty activist clubbed out, Johnny. You see, the double cross is pro-animal cruelty as long as the animal is human. Still 4 spots open, and our fruit farmer making her way down that corn row.
Fruit
That's all right. She doesn't know the difference. Oh, farm girl getting irrigated.
John, it's terrible.
Why?
Our fruit farmer dashing down the red plank, and yes, she'll claim the 3rd spot with 3 more to be had.
Our fierce dragon flutters to the middle. He won't be able to breathe fire for a week now.
Just a little irrigation.
Clever.
Oh, okay. Some cute farm girl makes an irrigation joke, and it's just hilarious, huh? But when I do it, nothing. I see how it is.
Animal cruelty expert also back in the center. Our fierce dragon headed for the finish. Hesitates at the unstable table, and he is on.
Yeah, he storms the castle, eats the princess, and demonstrates one of the lesser-known dragon skills, voguing.
So only 2 spots remain now. Smack Efron is on, and again, right in the middle of all the trouble. Oh, and Ballerina Carey can't hold on. Animal cruelty expert makes a break. No, she's hit, but look at her wrap up and hold on, John.
Smack Efron just covered in foam. Somebody call makeup. Hairspray!
But like a true professional, he takes his cue and heads for the finish line.
And our 19-year-old man acts like a 12-year-old girl.
That leaves us with only 1 spot left and 1 contestant joyriding the double cross.
That's one bull you don't want to get bucked off of. Animal cruelty, whatever.
Barely legal lawyer making a motion for the middle, quickly off and down the red plank, across the unstable table. Wow, he fast tracks his way to that final spot.
Good job. You did that just like a big boy. You want to say hi? Say hi to the other finalists.
So we have the 6 contestants that will be moving on, and they include Cowboy Andrew Sherman, Union Man Burton Hendrickson, Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, and Barely Legal Lawyer Patrick Ernest. Welcome back to Wipeout. We doubled the cross, eliminated half the contestants. We are down to the final 6.
Tell us who they are, sister.
You got it, brother. We have Andrew the Cowboy Sherman, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson, Fruit Farmer Leanne Thompson, the Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr., Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, and Barely Legal Lawyer Patrick Ernest.
Yeah, I hope his mom signed a permission slip for this.
Out of this funky bunch of 6, only 4 will get a shot at the $50,000 in the Wipeout zone. And we're going to narrow down the field by having our contestants participate in some Bruise ball.
Yeah, it's just like baseball on steroids. What, too soon?
No comment. Here's how it works. At the crack of the bat, contestants will run down the first base line, hop onto the spinner. Just like in baseball, they have to step on the first base bag in order to be safe. Of course, they'll have to avoid our swinging Bruise ball bats, too.
Once safely on the bag, they'll try to make it to second down our bouncing base path. To steal third, they'll have to survive a rundown on our slide walk.
And to score a run, they have to dive head first and hit home plate. And the first 2 contestants to score in each of our 2 innings move on to the Wipeout zone. So let's get down to the playing field.
In other words, let's play Bruise ball. This week brought to you by Big Balls Incorporated, serving up Big Balls hot and fresh since 2008. We love Big Balls, and it shows.
Big Ball Incorporated.
And there's our classy new spokesmodel.
Hi, everybody.
John, is it just me, or does the live audience look a little more lively than usual?
I don't see it.
Must be my new glasses.
You guys ready to play some ball? All right, let's play ball.
And they're off. A fine group of contestants rushing to take the field. The cowboy galloping past the herd.
Oh, our Union Man takes a shot.
Ooh, he's down 2.
Smack Efron steps out. Oh, his boyish good looks carrying him all the way to the pitcher's mound. He's hightailing it to first.
Good Lord, they've got whales in the water.
Not a blowhole, Johnny. That's just a water cannon used to scare our contestants off the base. Fruit Farmer, Cowboy, Union Man still trying to reach the pitcher's mound. Fruit Farmer barely makes it. Looks like our Cowboy rustled up enough moxie to get over and toe the rubber as well.
Smack Efron jeting his way onto second base. He's clearly got his head in the game, and he's safe.
Yeah, but watch your back, Smack. Here comes the Fruit Farmer.
Ooh, she made it to first base with the Cowboy moseying up behind her.
What's up, girlfriend?
Oh, that's nice, huh? He's using her as a human shield. Might be love, Johnny.
Of course it's love. Look, there's a rainbow. Top of the burning tire.
Our Fruit Farmer leads off towards second. Oh, now that's a wild pitch.
Oh, holy kumquats. That might just be the grand slam of Wipeouts. That is one bruised Fruit Farmer.
Our Union Man doing the Jimmy Hoppa on his way to second. Overrunning the bag, but he's still safe.
Our Fierce Dragon tempts fate, prancing like some mythical creature towards second, and he's safe.
Safe and wet. Barely Legal Lawyer takes his shot.
Oh, don't worry, kids are resilient.
Let's go
This crowd loves Bruise Ball, John.
Although they are rooting for the obstacle instead of the contestants. Smack Efron with the grace of a dancer way off Broadway.
But he's in there standing at third, Johnny.
Barely Legal Lawyer tries to catch up with the big kid. Oh, it's bath time for baby. Fierce Dragon is hop, skipping, and jumping towards third. But Smack is taking a backseat to no one. He goes for it.
And with that, Smack Efron is the first to score and the first to make it to the wipeout zone. And with a fierce roar, Fierce Dragon rears back.
Leaping Lizard, he is safe and takes the second spot in the wipeout zone. Oh, look, another lawyer.
While Fierce Dragon's dragging himself out of the mud, Jill's on the sidelines with our other winner, Smack Efron.
You're moving on to the wipeout zone. How's that feel?
I don't know! I'm so excited! When you say those words, it's like in my head.
Wipeout zone. Wipeout zone. Wipeout zone!
You're making me crazy!
And here's the bottom of the order. Barely Legal Lawyer, Union Man, the Cowboy, and the Fruit Farmer.
Stay classy, Union Man.
It's the second inning, and they are off to capture the final two spots in the wipeout zone.
The Cowboy showing some true grit as he takes the pitcher's mound. Union Man steps forward and joins the march.
Cowboy leads the herd onto the tipsy table. Makes it on to first, followed by Barely Legal Lawyer. The Cowboy makes a run for second. Union Man, Barely Legal Lawyer, trailing behind. Oh, sends him back to first.
The Cowboy's riding side saddle. Fruit Farmer still in the dugout, makes a play for the mound and digs in.
Our Union Man walking the line rather slowly.
Well, his contract states that the second half is overtime.
No!
Oh, Union Man takes a strike.
Oh!
Barely Legal Lawyer runs for second base like he's chasing a toy ambulance.
Oh, accidente.
Let's have another look, Johnny. I don't think he's ever going to make it to second base, really.
Give him some time, John. What is he, like 12?
Our Union Man preparing to run to third.
Oh, it falls outside the baseline.
Here comes the Fruit Farmer going for second.
Why'd you stop, John? Oh, swing, bada, bada, swing. Oh, our sweeper bat gives her a little bit of chin music right there.
If you would replace chin with whole body, I think you're right on. The Cowboy, Fruit Farmer, Barely Legal Lawyer, they've made it to first. Our Union Man crossing the slidewalks trying to steal third.
There's definitely power in the hands of this worker as he plants both feet firmly on third. Solidarity, brother.
Here comes our Fruit Farmer taking another shot at second.
She's going, gone.
Oh my God!
Still, two places in the wipeout zone. Barely Legal Lawyer skipping along to second. Oh, he's down, Johnny, but not out.
The Cowboy races along at third. Barely Legal back in it. Oh, swing and a whiff. Cowboy gets caught in a squeeze play. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the Union Man has got to go to home plate.
Dives and tags the dish. A safe call from the ump and Union Man headed to the wipeout zone.
Just one spot left. Barely Legal Lawyer, Cowboy, and Fruit Farmer trying to take it. The Cowboy takes another shot at third base. Yeah! That's yee-haw to you and me.
Barely Legal Lawyer seems unable to muster the strength to even stand at this point. Here comes the Cowboy with a leap for home. Cowboy head first into the wipeout zone.
We've got our wipeout zone!
Somebody better call Barely Legal Lawyer's parents, tell them to come pick him up. I think he needs his whoopee, John.
That makes our starting lineup Pete, Smack Efron Monazingo, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson, Andrew the Cowboy Sherman, and Fierce Dragon Eddie Moten Jr. Welcome back to Wipeout, where it is money time.
24 guys and gals show up in the morning, but only 4 can make it to the grand finale. I'm talking about the Wipeout Zone.
It begins right here at the Dreadmill launch. Contestants fly 40 feet through the air, dropping into the bone-chilling water. A little help from a trampoline.
Then it's a short swim over to the Gut Buster, 6 hydraulic blocks with bad intention.
After that, it's onto the Cinestairs. Finalists will climb to the top of the spinning spiral staircase of trouble while trying to dodge its 3 ominous sweeper arms.
Finally, they'll have to make their way through the gauntlet. Crankshaft strikes first, followed by the furious blades of fury, and finally, the treacherous beater totter.
From there, one slippery leap onto the finish platform to stop the clock. 4 remain, but only 1 can walk away with the cash. First up, Pete, Smack Efron Monazingo.
Oh my God.
Let's see how this excited little guy arrived in the zone.
Pete Smack Efron Monazingo danced his way through the qualifier, but almost sang his swan song in the double cross, finishing at the back of the pack. He got into the routine at Bruise Ball, securing a first-place finish and a spot in the wipeout zone.
All right, Johnny, time to get the party started. Pete Monazingo. Dreadmill is armed, and here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, it looks like he froze up a bit there.
That's the Pete. That's the Pete.
Hold it, Pete. There's a bathroom and 50 grand at the end.
The key to the Dreadmill, Johnny, launching forward. Pete just seems to dribble out, and that's really going to affect his time.
And you never know if those few extra seconds to get to the Gutbusters are the seconds between winning and losing. Notice here, Johnny, we really raised the difficulty level.
Tonight, we'll be shooting slippery paint at our contestants.
The paint not only slippery, but obscuring his vision. Climbing onto that top block now.
Good dive.
Look at that, he survives and he succeeds. And now it's onto the Cinestairs. Don't get hit by those sweeper arms. Yes, you can, Pete, but you gotta move. More streams of paint as he dives onto that first step.
Ooh, the sweeper arm clips his back, but he remains on.
Wants to put up a great time here, let the others shoot for it.
Oh, gets clipped in the foot. Gotta watch out for the other arm. Yes, Smack Efron, you are cruising. But now it's time for the gauntlet.
Sliding down.
What the hell?
Perplexed by the crankshaft, but getting right after it. This is all about timing and feel, and yes, Pete is through the crankshaft on his first try. Now the Blades of Fury. No, down, he just got nailed.
He gets clipped by the first set of blades, and it leads him right into the second. Boom goes the dynamite. Smack Efron smackdown.
And again, easing his way along. Well done there. Back to the Blades of Fury where he had problems. Trouble again. Oh, look, he's straddling that platform to avoid a wipeout.
He is back up. Smack Efron, look at this guy. Through the Blades of Fury. Now he's got to take on the treacherous beater totter. Trying to set a great time to beat here in the zone.
He is coated in red paint. I don't even know if he can see right now. I don't think he can. The beater totter rising up. Pete sliding. Oh, and there he goes, smack into the wall.
That was unreal. He slides right down the beater totter. Blam! Into the wall and down into the water.
So it'll take at least 3 attempts through the gauntlet, and look at him, he is a mess. 7 minutes plus as he gets past the crankshaft again. Another duel with the Blades of Fury. Finally, an uneventful pass through those.
Now onto the dreaded beater totter. This is the scene of his last wipeout. Going for it, paint flying everywhere. Johnny looks like a Pollock painting. Oh, he almost falls off the side. Is he going to go back? No.
Gotta get up.
Holding on, pulling himself back up. And Pete has set the time at 7 minutes, 36 seconds. Will your time stand up against this guy, Burton the Union Man Hendrickson?
Burton Hendrickson filed grievances with our qualifier today, but paid his dues on the double cross. And again at Bruise Ball, putting him within striking distance of the wipeout zone and big money. Burton, the Union Man, ready to take on the wipeout zone. Launch sequence initiated, and here we go, Johnny.
Whoa, what was that? Did he just kung fu jump kick?
I'm not sure if that was strategy or showing off, but I have it as excellent. Look again.
A huge launch, great bounce. It looked like kung fu fighting. It was fast as light.
And it put him right on top of the Gutbuster. Smack Efron, now just a spectator. Here comes the paint, Johnny.
No, but look, using the paint to his advantage there. The paint continues to fly. Can he make it through here on his first try? Remember, Smack Efron did.
Now onto the last block. Losing control, can he hang?
No, he's down in the water. The paint was helping him earlier, but now it helped him slide right off, and that's going to be a real time killer, Johnny.
Take 2 on the Gutbusters. Oh, slipped dangerously close to wiping out again.
Watch out, the paint continuing to rain down.
Making his way to the top block, and it is shaking him up pretty good.
Gutbuster's giving our union worker a spanking.
Nonetheless, he continues to move, really struggling on the 5th block. I think his strategy, John, is just to survive.
Yeah, well, let's hope that strategy works. You know, Burton said he's going to use the money to have a tattoo taken off of his butt. I think the Gutbusters are doing it for him.
And a backwards dismount, he's through.
Burton has the Gutbusters in his rearview mirrors, but unfortunately, now he has to take on the Cinestairs.
Oh, my God. Hops on and right to that second step, mindful of the sweeper arms, bobbing, weaving, crawling his way to the top of the Cinestairs.
Remember, the time to beat, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. If Burton can make it through, he will really gain some time. Burton resembling Carrie on his way. Oh, check that on his slide down the gauntlet.
Burton with about 3 minutes left if he wants to take the lead in the chase for the cash. Oh, the crankshaft is taking him out.
Let's see it again. Crankshaft all about timing, John. He times it completely incorrectly and gets taken for a ride.
He only has 20 seconds left if he hopes to cash in tonight. One more wipeout, that would end it for him.
Oh.
Lost his balance on the Blades of Fury.
The second set cut him down, sending him straight back into the drain.
Here comes our horn.
And Burton's day is done. Amazingly, little Pete Smack Efron Monazingo still in the lead.
Welcome back to Wipeout. It is time for our dramatic conclusion.
Yeah, we're halfway home to awarding somebody $50,000 with 2 contestants still left to compete.
In the lead, we have Pete Smack Efron Monazingo, but our first challenger is Andrew the Cowboy Sherman.
Let's do this.
Well, before we do this, let's see how you got here.
Yeah! Andrew the Cowboy Sherman got wrangled right out of the gate by the qualifier and again at the double cross. Bruise ball bucked him, but he stayed on, and now he's hoping to put his own brand on the wipeout zone.
Andrew the Cowboy Sherman has been cowboying up all day, but can he beat the time of 7:36? The launch sequence initiated, open the chute, and let him into the zone.
Hey! What a launch! Has that ever happened before? He almost completely missed the trampoline.
Huge air, but just a little bounce, so he's gonna have to work a little harder to make it over the gut busters, but trust me, those 6 blocks will be there.
And remember, we got paint in the wipeout zone tonight, making every surface that much more slippery.
Burton showed us just how lethal that paint could be, but Andrew is already at the highest block and starting his descent. Wow, John, he is speedy through the gut busters.
Already onto the Cinestairs. He's not even a minute in. This guy is flying.
Yeah, but he's never encountered a flight of stairs like these babies. Jumps onto that first step. Oh, the sweeper arm takes a leg out from him, John, and down he goes.
Yeah, it looked like he had it, but he lost his balance, and this cowboy's gonna have to get right back on the horse.
Now for his second attempt on the Cinestairs after his first wipeout of the night. Much more aggressive here. Ducking under that arm, time to beat, 7:36 set by Smack Efron. Our cowboy just bolting to the top of the staircase. Great stuff.
He is making short work of the wipeout zone tonight.
Onto the gauntlet.
He's got himself a nice time cushion to work with, but now he has to take on the crankshaft, and trust me, that is no day at the rodeo.
Talking to himself, pumping himself up. Really wants that money, Johnny, and he has been one of our strongest competitors all day long. Super timing, though. He's through in his first try. Now checking out the rotation on those Blades of Fury. Through that first set, bit of a stumble. Can he master the timing on the second one?
Yes, he does. Just a little over 3 minutes in, and he is already at the beater top.
Hi, Teeter Totter. Hey, Teeter. That's it right there, that red dot, 50 grand.
Talking to the beater totter like it's his horse.
That is straight smack talk from the cowboy to the beater totter, and with a 4-minute cushion, he can afford to do some jawing.
Look at this. He is riding it like a mechanical bull.
Oh, the beater totter rearing back, but our man not going down. The cowboy refusing to get up. The jump, diving straight to the finish platform. He's taking the lead.
Baby, 1 ball.
Setting an amazing time at 3 minutes, 46 seconds.
Yeah, a stout number, but will it be enough to stand up to this fellow?
Maurice is gonna do it, baby.
Smooches.
The fierce dragon Eddie Moten Jr. was enchanted by the qualifier this morning, nearly slaying our big ball. He got blazed by the double cross, but fired up a great run at Bruise ball for a chance at glory in the wipeout zone.
Will the cowboy be our winner, or will the fierce dragon fly away with the money?
What did I get myself into?
You got yourself into the wipeout zone, buddy. And here he goes.
A fearless launch, and once again, like the cowboy, almost missed the trampoline completely.
Oh, our fierce dragon goes off the radar for a moment, but comes in for a water land.
Still swimming quickly over to that second obstacle, the gut busters.
And once again, here comes all that slippery paint, John.
Eddie onto the third block. Andrew looking on. Remember, he made it through here on his first attempt. Can Eddie do the same?
Gutbuster's shaking him up a bit, as if it wasn't hard enough. Now the paint covering everything, holding on for dear life. Look at him.
These things slicker than slick tonight, Johnny. The dive. Oh, a close call there, but he stays on.
One more.
Eddie has made it through the Gutbusters. He's about 30 seconds off the pace, but that's a big hole compared to Cowboy's great time.
The paint is just assaulting him at this point.
Oh, really?
Yes, Eddie, really. No time for talking. You need to go for it.
And he does go for it.
Oh! No! Talk about a shot in the breadbasket. Let me see that again.
Yeah, John, he seems to freeze between that first and second step, and the sweep arm comes around and puts out the Dragon's fire. The paint continuing to splatter, and though he's making excellent time, one more fall and his day could be done. He needs to be flawless throughout the rest of the zone.
Okay.
Eddie going for it now, onto that second step. Oh. Getting knocked around a bit here. Getting hit again, but still making great time.
Finally at the top of the Cinistairs. Now the leap over to the gauntlet. Now 40 seconds if he wants that money.
But our dragon's starting to feel the effects of the zone, John. He is fire-breathing heavily.
Oh, and he slips and falls. Thank goodness he stayed on that beam, Johnny.
You gotta stand up and you gotta go for it if you want the dough.
He does go for it. Oh! An incredible wipeout, topping an incredible effort, but this means the end to Eddie's day.
Oh, no. Yeah, Eddie braved the first half well, but the crankshaft turned him into a screamer and tossed him into the water. His wife is gonna be so disappointed.
The Fierce Dragon gave it his all, but our winner tonight, Cowboy Andrew Sherman.
You just won Wipeout. You just won $50,000.
Yes!
Woo! Yes! Way to go, Cowboy!
Oh my God! Yeah! Woo! Well, tip your hat to the Cowboy. He just wrangled in 50 grand. What an exciting finish.
Giddy up. And that's going to do it for us, but be sure to tune in next week when we have 24 new contestants, a whole lot of new obstacles, and of course, a lot more wipeouts. Until then, I'm John Anderson.
Hey, John, what is going on behind us?
It would appear Eddie's made his way to the finish line. Don't think he heard the horn.
Sorry, Eddie, you lost, buddy. But stay glamorous.
Glamour, baby. Oh, God. That was...
As I was saying, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague Jill Wagner, for Eddie, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.
All right, John. Smooches. Let's go shopping.